Hello guys, welcome back to another session. In this video I will be showing you how you can install and set up Termux in your Android device. It will be very simple as we go along. Be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment if you do have any doubt. Please do subscribe as it helps us to create more content. I am your host Ace, and the concept of Termux is a terminal emulator that is created for Android device to emulate Linux in a smartphone, run a Linux command and run most of the Linux tools for those that can't access a PC. And now it is quite simple. All you have to do is head over to the official site, which is F-Droid, or you can just go over to your Play Store and install Termux. It functions just like a Linux machine and it runs most of the Linux tools that we are using for hacking and penetration testing, or mostly forensic. So now let's switch to our smart device. I'm running a Samsung A13, that's what I'm using, which is 128GB, and I was using the Wi-Fi connection to install it in my mobile device. So sorry for the lagging. I had to raise the resolution of the recorder that I was using, the screen recorder, which is easy screen recorder, and I did have to raise the resolution. So now I just open Play Store and I'm going to type in Termux. We are going to search for Termux at the Play Store, which is the Google Play Store, and then proceed by installing Termux in our mobile device. And mind you, I'm working on an Android device. Now it's pending to install. After the installation phase, then we can start with setting it up and then proceed by doing the necessary. And by the end of the video I will be giving you a script which you can use to just set up your Termux easily by just executing a simple command. And after executing a simple command, then all you have to be clicking is just yes, click yes, 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 and then it will get everything installed for you in your PC. Don't mind the black screen that you will be seeing in the video. Those are my phone switching to locking on its own because I was sort of tired while creating the video. I was sleepy. So now let's proceed. It will be completing soon, and then we will be getting now to the installation phase. Now it's installing Termux in our mobile device for us. So after installing, then we will be opening Termux, which we'll be doing now. We have to just click on the open. After clicking on the open, then it will open the Unix based terminal emulator, or Linux based terminal emulator for us. And I just granted it permissions for notification and other things, and now it will be showing this. This is not that much, just like a disclaimer, that's what I would say. And from in here I will use the package update, which is to update, or you can use the aptitude if you are been using Linux. Now we are updating our system. We're updating Termux, which is the first thing you need to do. After updating, then you will be upgrading. So yeah, I did a lot of typo that time. You just type in package upgrade and then you click on capital Y, then proceed by pressing enter, and then it will be upgrading your system for you. It will be upgrading your Termux and the tools that are currently installed. And mind you, after setting up Termux also, we have to upgrade and we have to update it. And before doing that, whenever you enter your Termux, you have to update and upgrade. The same goes for Linux users. You have to be updating constantly to be getting all the latest features installed in your PC, so there won't be some sort of struggle while you're trying to get something done because there is an update and you're not currently at that version yet. So now it's currently working on that. I think it should be at 39%. You have to be a little bit patient. It all depends on the internet. Mine is a bit slow because of the vicinity where I am at the time, where I was at the time. Mine was a bit slow, so I think it was at 90% by that time. It will be completed soon by doing the upgrade, and then we will be proceeding by doing some other things and installing some basic things that will be added. Now it's unpacking, everything is upgraded. You have to wait for it to complete unpacking, and after unpacking then it will be giving you an option where you can type in it. The typing space will be cleared for you, so you can just clear or you can just proceed by. And this, you have to press Y again when it shows you this. You have to press yes again, Y, capital Y, then proceed, and then it will be completed in a matter of seconds or minutes depending on your internet speed and your device. So now we just have to clear that. So after clearing, I will be showing a command which is a pkg and pkg update and pkg upgrade. This will get everything done for you that you just did in a single command. It will update and then upgrade for your system with the same command. Pkg update and pkg upgrade, there should be space in between, not the and, but pkg updates space and pkg upgrade, then it will be done. And I'll just clear that also, and after clearing it then we'll be going to the next phase, I think, which will be trying to install something. So now we will be installing things we need, and mind you, if you're a beginner, all these programming applications or script that you will be needing to install, you have to actually install their base. Even in Windows, if you want to work in Python, you have to install the Python base, which you can get from the official site, which is python.org. If you have Python script, you need to install Python. If you want to be running PHP script in your Termux, you need to install PHP language. If it is Ruby, then you need to install Ruby. If it is Perl, you need to install Perl. For it to actually allow you to execute without the base, it won't be allow you to do nothing. You won't be able, you will get a script in there, but you can't execute the script because there will be nothing in there for you to actually work with the script, which is the base. And if the base is not installed, then you're on your own. For Python, you can just use the pkg install Python. You can just use pkg install Python, and that will get Python. But for now, we are going to be using we are going to be installing wget by using the command pkg install wget. Wget is used to get files from the web by using the link after typing wget, and then you can just paste the link on the file in it, and it will be downloading the file for you. The same works with curl curl. It functions the same, but curl now can be used. You can use curl to get information from websites. From websites, you can use curl to get information from website. Now I'm going to need permission, which is the storage permission. By using the Termux setup storage command, it will give us access to grant permission for our Termux, which will give us internal storage permission and also root permission. Now we have ticked it and it has been granted all file access permission. Now I'll just clear the terminal again and then proceed. Sorry, after clearing, then I will be using the second installation, which is curl. I will be installing curl next. Pkg install curl, or you can just use aptitude, which is the apt install curl. But curl was already installed because I did update the PC. Sorry, I did update Termux, and now we're installing git, which is the tool we'll be using, or the method we'll be using to clone file from GitHub, to get file from GitHub. You can use the downloading method by downloading the zip file and then copying it directly to your root, or you can just git clone it into your directory and then proceed by working on or using the script or the tool. This is how you will be installing these tools in your Termux. You'll be using git for git cloning these files from the repository which they are stored in. And mind you, after gitting and storing these files in your Termux, then you have to fix requirements for Python tools. You have to fix in the modules. These are the requirements. You have to fix them. You have to satisfy the requirement, because all these tools are created with modules that have been created, and they just have to use the command of that module to actually get the tool functioning. And I will be showing you also how you can fix all these requirements in this video. Just continue watching and you will find out everything you need to know as a beginner. So now it's working at 63%. We have to be patient for it to complete, and then we can proceed by doing the next. thing that's on our list. And mind you, like I said, there will be a script at the end of this video. It's available at GitHub. I will be posting it in the description where you can get it, and then we can just work with it. It's a bash script. It was created in a bash. You can just execute it and then proceed installing everything you need to install as a beginner that should be required. You don't have to be looking out for everything you see, installing everything you see, because that's like the ways of script kiddies. You need to know what you need to use and then install. Requirements for that: if you be working with Python applications, then be sure you fix in Python, but you don't have to be the one to be installing React, Node, and so on and so forth in your Termux, and then at the end of the day you won't be using them. So now we will be installing something which is Python. There is a pkg install Python. This should get Python installed. And if you want to install Python too, because these tools we are using are mostly created in different Python versions, like some are used with Python 2 and some are used with Python 3. And for Python 2 applications, then you need to install Python 2 also. You need to install Python 2 by using the same pkg install Python 2, just like you did with this one, Python, but you have to put the 2 up and then you need to fix and pip mechanize, pip install mechanize. You have to fix all that. And Firecrack is one of the tools I can recommend for working with Python 2. It's a Python 2 tool. You can use it for Facebook hacking, good forcing, and so on and so forth, information gathering on Facebook. But for Linux now, fixing Python 2 comes with a lot of criteria, and I think I did make a video on that. You can check it. The link will be at the description. If you're a Linux user and you're looking how to fix Python 2 in an because like it's not currently supported with Linux, you have to use a bypass method, which I took out from a blog that I was reading to fix my problem at the time, and it works for me. So I had to make a tutorial on that and made it available for people to see it in a practical manner, so they know how to execute the commands and how to work to get it actually running and working in their own Linux PCs. So now we are at 95%. It is currently loading at 95, and it will be completed soon, and it will be unpacking all of Python binary files that will be needing to be using Python in Termux. You can script in Termux. You can create your own script by using Nano and also Vim. By these are text editors you can install, and you can use them also to create scripts. This bash script that I created was created in Termux. I used a default text editor back then. I did use message was what I did use. I entered it all there, and then I just had to use Termux and then Nano. Using Nano, I just had to paste it in there and then save it as a bash file. It was purely, I don't know, like I never had access to PC. It was only a smartphone, so I did. It's what actually boosted me in my aspects of Linux studying, and this is what actually boosted me. Termux was what actually boosted me, because I never had a PC back then. I never had access to a PC back then, not even a single PC. All I did have access to was a phone, and the phone I had to switch it also, because the phone I was with was a 4.1, the Android version. Then I had to try to get a phone which was 5.0, and that's what actually helped me to understand Linux a bit. You don't have to say because you don't have a PC you can study Linux vertical hacking. That's a silly thing you'll be saying, because you have a smartphone and your smartphone can emulate Linux in it perfectly, and you can even try hacking with it. Yeah, you can even install Metasploit, and I did install Metasploit, even though it took me the whole night on that phone. And this is me checking the Python version. It shows that Python 3.12 is currently installed. That's what I just did. By typing Python, it will give you the latest version of Python. So now I'll be installing something else. Pkg install Cmatrix. I did make a mistake here also. It should be pkg install Cmatrix. Cmatrix is a visual representation of like the Matrix movie, the falling codes. That's what it's for. It's just like a customization. I do love to use it sometimes. Just proceed by typing Cmatrix, and then it will be giving you the falling code in green, just like you are in a matrix. And then I'll just be using Ctrl C to stop it. After using and executing schematics, then I'll just be proceeding to the next aspect of this tutorial, which I think will be we'll be installing something else. I think it should be packaging install screen fetch. Now we will be installing screen fetch. It is just the same as new fetch. It will be giving you information in a graphical manner about the device you are using. It will be just like new fetch for Linux. So now after installing, just proceed by using screen fetch. Type in screen fetch and it will be giving you the information of that device, like the GPU, the RAM. This is what it gave me, another version which was put in the Samsung device, A13 model number, and also the ROM, the baseband version, which was not given current version uptime, and it did give me even the RAM which I was using at that time, because I'm running on a 4GB RAM device, and it shows what was available and what was the GPU. It showed the GPU, and I will be clearing that. And for OS, it won't be pre-installed, you have to install it. But I will be using I will be installing the DNS utils first. I will be installing DNS utils, and after that then I will try to install OS. OS is a tool that is used to get information about a particular domain, like phone number, registrant name, organization, ID, location, organization, where their fax number down to their mail, and it will be giving all of that. That is what OS is for. And I think I'll be testing to see if I did make a mistake also here, if it's installed, but it was not. So now I have to install it by using a command which is pkg install OS, and that should get OS installed for me in my Termux. It is lightweight and I think it's completed, and now it's setting it up. After setting it up, then we just have to move on to the next phase. Now OS has been completed successfully. We will be clearing also. After clearing, we'll be installing something else, which will be packaging install, I think, Figlet. This is for customization, like Figlet, Toilet, Lolcat. These are all for customizations, and they are dependencies that you need to fix. I will be fixing Toilet next. This also is for customization, like using this font. If you are customizing your Termux, then you'll be needing all of these. I just had to put it in here because I think I did explain the core concept of things that you'll be needing, which are the languages. The languages are more of the core concept that you'll be needing. Python is highly recommendable. It is highly recommendable. You need Python. You need Python 3, Python 2. But installing Python, we get Python 3 installed, and for Python to just proceed by using the package install Python 2, but you need Python, and then PHP you'll be the need for Redux. If you will be using Redux for information gathering, then PHP is a must, because Redux was actually created in PHP. It is a PHP developed tool, and also you have to use Ruby. I think there was a tool, I can't quite recall the name of the tool, but it was created in Ruby. And I think I will be trying to be getting something in here, which is Sublister. This is where I will be showing you guys how you can git clone these tools by using GitHub. And then, mind you, I did have Git installed, which is the application for GitHub, and after opening the link, it also be showing differently, like in the browser version. Mine is showing like the application. All I have to do is click on the share, but you'll be using the URL that you're going to be copying. You will be copying the URL. For me, I copy URL using the share option here, and now I have to just go and paste in there. I will be doing that later by showing you how you can fix requirements with Python. That's what I'll be doing, and how you can git clone these tools directly into your PC. So after this one complete, I'll be doing that next by git cloning Sublister. After git cloning Sublister, then I'll be using the requirement.txt file to fix the requirement, because the modules used in these applications or script that we'll be using, they have these they import them, and they import them from certain modules. If you can cat, using the cat option, you can just display the contents of a txt or text file on your terminal, and after displaying that, then you'll be saying, if you did display the requirement.txt file, it will be showing you all the list of requirement that you need to fill. If you be also doing that for the Python file, then it will be showing you import beautiful soup for beautiful soup, import add pass, all of these, import reg or re, import request, and you will find out that there will be a requirement 65, and you'll be using that requirement 65 to fill in all these requirements that are needed to be filled for you to actually proceed to use these tools. Without the requirement, the tools will be functioning. Even if you have Python installed, you have to fill in the requirements. But I think this one will be completed. I will just be clearing this one also. After clearing, I think I'll be creating a directory. mkdir is used to create a directory or renaming the tool, and then I will be changing directory by using the cd command. I'll be navigating into tool, and then I'll be git cloning using the git followed by clone, and then pasting the link of the URL I copied. You should get Sublista downloaded in my Termux. This is how you get files online. You can use the call wget, but git is mostly used for getting files from a GitHub repositories directly into your Termux or your Linux devices. That's how it functions. So now it's loading, it has to be completed, and after completing clearing it, then I will just be listing using the ls command. It should give us the folder that is currently there, and I will be copying the folder after using the cd, or you can just type in the word for word, and mind you, it's terribly case sensitive. After navigating into Sublista, and I'll be listing again to show the content listed in that folder. Now all I have to do in here, I have to grant it permission. I'll be using the change mode, which is the sheet mode command, using the +x and then space star chmod +x, which is read and execute, because we have three-way read, write, execute using the star. After using the star, and then I'll be listing the color will be changing to green, which is I've given access to all the files in there to be readable, to be writable, and then to be executable. There is also a numerical format that you can use for using the chmod, which is 777 by granting it every permission. I think we have chmod 1, 2, 3. 1 is for read, 2 is for write, and 3 is for executing. So if you want to give any permission, you can just use basic calculation. And I think I will be cutting or displaying the requirement.txt file outside using the cat command that I just talked about, requirement.txt, and this will show us all the requirements that we need to fix. These are the modules we need to fix. We have add pass, we have DNS Python, we have request. These are the arguments that needs to be fulfilled before we can actually run Sublista. So to do this one, we can just proceed by using the pip install requirements. So a pip install -r requirement.txt, or we can just install the arguments one by one by using the requirement.txt file. It will be getting them installed for you automatically, canonically, or I don't know if it's by hierarchy or what, if that's how you call it, using from the top to bottom. So now pip install -r requirement.txt, this should get all the requirements listed in that txt file. Now it's collecting all the requirements. This is how we fill in the requirements for all these tools. After collecting them, it will be completed, and that's how we will get the requirements currently satisfied in our PC. Now it's getting the next Python request. I think it will be completing anytime now. After completing them, okay, now it's getting them, and then proceeding by installing them. So now it's actually getting it, downloading AgPass. Also downloading them, it will be fixing them, and then we won't be doing this anymore because the requirements will be satisfied from here on henceforth. Now it's completed, it has completed the requirement installation, so I'll just be clearing that. After clearing, and then I'll just be proceeding by installing. That's how you fix the requirements. I'll be showing you, I'll be installing something else, which is PHP. This is PHP, the language I mentioned that will be used for Redux. Now PHP will be installed in our Termux. After installing PHP, then if you want, you can just clone the Redux tool and then fill in or change the directory directly into your Redux, and then grant it permission the PHP file, then proceed by executing the command for running the Redux, which is php arrow.php. That should be it. If you do want me to create videos on these tools or recommend these tools to you guys on tutorial basis, then you can comment that in the comment section. I think I will be heading now to my repo, because there's a tool there which is the laser script that I'll be using for you guys. I'll be pasting the link down. It should be in the tools category, or sorry, Termux setup. That's where I kept it, Termux setup, and this is the repo. I'll be copying the link I will be copying a link, and mind you, it will be available down in the description. You don't have to go through all this process. Why I had to take you through all this process is for you to know how it works, for you to understand how these things works. So even if you don't have the access to internet to look onto a tutorial, it will be in you by the time you completed this tutorial. It will be within you, and you can actually install the tools you need instead of using someone else's script to actually automatically automate an installation or setup process for yourself. This one will help you from a basic node to a semi node, or you'll be grasping the concept of what you need and how you will move around by installing these things in your Termux. And I will be using the laser script next. I think I will be using it next. Let this one complete, and it will be doing all these things I've done, and it won't be starting them. But if it finds out that some of the things I installed, it will just skip them. It will skip them and proceed to the ones that are not currently installed. So I'm going to clear this one again. Use a clear option. After clearing, I'll be installing something else. I think nmap. This is a tool, and mind you, using the pkg command or the apt command by installing these things are gotten from the repo. If a tool is available at the repository, then you can just install the pkg command or the aptitude command, which is the apt. You can just use the pkg command. Pkg is what I use randomly on Termux. It is what I use most of the time, using the pkg command. Pkg installed nmap. Now nmap has been completely installed, and the version is 7.95. now if we'll be checking to see the nmap version, I'll just clear this one also, and I'll be typing nmap. This will be giving us a version. After typing nmap, we'll be getting the version, which is 7.95. That's the version installed, which actually means we have currently installed nmap in our Termux. Okay, now I'll just clear that and also list. I'll be adding backwards, going back, which is using the cd dot or cd full stop, and then I'll be just calling now the laser script. I'll be pasting the link that I got from my repo, and this should get all the laser script. Now it will be using the same file name which was there, which is the Termux setup. That's what will be showing here, Termux setup, and then I'll just copy the name and change directly into that, paste, and then I'll be changing my directory into that, and then I'll be listing. There should be a bash file which will read reaper or termuxlazy.sh. okay, I'll be granting information, which is the chmod plus x star. If you don't want to use the star, you can just use the file name, copy the file name and use it at the end. Now I have it. Now just be using bash. Be sure you use the bash command, bash, and then paste the file name, which is the termuxlazy.sh, sorry, and then after pasting, then it will start installing the things that are needed. If it wants to proceed installing, then it will be asking you, I want to do this. You can click yes, or you can just click no. Now it will be installing things in our PC. I think it's currently upgrading our system and installing Python 2. It did update, and you see Python is already newest version. It did install Python 2. That is what is currently unpacking. We are currently fixing Python 2 because Python 2 wasn't that script. I did place the command in there with pkg install Python 2, and now it's setting up Python 2 for us so we can use it, and now it's installing PAL. You'll be seeing the things that it is installing in green. Now it is installing PAL. PAL will be needed for, I think I did use a tool, I can't quite recall because it's been more than 5 years since I've used Termux, so it's been a long years. So it's currently installing PAL. There is a tool which was created in PAL that I did use, and it was quite diabolical. So now it is installing PAL for us, and after it complete, then we'll proceed with the next phase. It should get PAL installed for us. If you don't want to install the specific thing it asks from the script, you can just cancel it by using the no, which is the n command. The n command, sorry, the n word. You'll be using the n word at the end. Now it is installing PAL. and Python 2 was completed. Now Perl was at it is currently unpacking the Perl file. It is unpacking the Perl file. We just have to wait for it, and now it will be getting Ruby installed. This was for Ruby. I'll just click on Y for you guys to see. This will get Ruby installed and Termux. And Ruby also, I did use a tool which was created in Ruby. It was also good. I can't recall the name, but I will be posting tutorials about these tools in Termux or in my Linux machine. By then, I think I'll be running Ubuntu or Linux Mint for my storage currently. I'll be using one of those. I'll be using one of them, either Ubuntu or Linux Mint, and they are also quite faster. So now it's currently installing Ruby, and it should be getting done in a minute. Now I think it's at 80, currently at 90. Now it's will be unpacking Ruby. It will be unpacking Ruby now, unpacking, and then it will be completed now. And this is for IRSSI. It will be installing IRSSI also. You can just skip that one, and I will just proceed by using the Y already exist, because the directory is already there. So like just proceed by using Y, and then unpack, upgrade, and I think that's where it ended, because Idga was not available. I could not get Idga from the tool. That's where I think it stopped. But you can then proceed by installing Mechanize, and I'll be upgrading the tool. I'll be deleting that Idga from there, and I'll be using something else. Now we have Python 2 installed, which is the Python 2, and I think that should be 7.18. I will be fixing the tool by deleting that Idga option and then putting something new in there by the grace of God. After I upload the tutorial, I'll be fixing the tool at the repo. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Stay blessed, stay positive, stay cosmic, and then I think I will just be exiting this Python tool. I'll be exiting it using the exit and the parentheses. I'll just exit this one currently, parentheses, double, dash or exit, and then I'll be closing the Termux.